Hi everyone, it's Bubbles, and this is the Rec Room Reboot. I just want to start this off by saying thank you. Um, I mean, okay, so this is like totally awkward. I'm sorry. I just really wasn't prepared to notice the kind of traction I was actually getting with the podcast. It has been quite some time since I've uploaded, since I've had the time to sit down and talk to you guys, and it's it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy to me. Um, Let me stop being awkward. It just feels so weird because I haven't done this in like a really long time. Um, let me give you guys some background. I was in the car the other day with my fiance and like my brother-in-law, and we were going somewhere. I think we were going out to eat. I think we were going to Chick-fil-A or something. And I was actually on my fiance's phone because I was trying to find like a song, like pick something to put on the Spotify. And as I'm scrolling down, the Rec Room Reboot came up as an option. I was like, oh, that's I was like, oh Jesus. I said, oh my god, why is that here? He wasn't listening to it or anything. It just kind of popped up. I was like, that's crazy. And then I checked the rating. I have like a 4.4 rating on the podcast, which is like, it's insane. I mean, thank you. I'm like so thankful. Like, I'm like flabbergasted. Like, I actually can't believe I have such a high rating, and we haven't been touching it. I haven't touched this in like, I want to say going on a year now. Um, Maybe a little bit over a year. Don't quote me. I'm just like in shock. And I went over the analytics today, a few minutes ago before I set this up. I was like, you know what? I'm just honestly in shock. I'm in shock. This is like a genuine reaction. This is all like new. This is very fresh. Because I just looked at everything like maybe like 10 to 20 minutes ago. You guys have been supporting me. Supporting the podcast, supporting the game, still loving Rec Room and still loving the community and just being part of the magic. And I'm incredibly grateful, and it's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. I don't know why my camera came out, but we're gonna take a selfie. It didn't even pop up. It didn't pop up. Rec Room. But yeah, no, honest to God, I'm just like, I'm shocked. It's a good shock. And I'm just like overwhelmed with all the support that I've been getting on a project that I haven't been working on. Honest to God, I just haven't had the time for it. I have been lacking. As you guys can tell, it's been over a year. I have been lacking with my content. I have been lacking with uploads. I have been lacking with doing the things that I enjoy. And I've just been so busy with things IRL, getting a new job, moving, focusing on things in my life. It has been a lot. And I just really, I really just want to say again, thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Thank you for being there. It's really just incredible to see the fact that there's a community behind me. Not just me, but there's still a community behind Rec Room, and people still love the game, and I still love the game. And it's honestly, it's honestly crazy. It's just insane. I'm just so grateful. But moving on from that, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit. Today it's only me. I don't have any guests. I might bring on a new crew. I don't know. This is episode 1, season 3, technically, if you want to be technical. Even though season 2 had like 1 episode. I am on my VR right now, so I'm recording, I'm talking, we're yapping, so and so. I'm gonna actually pull up some comments that I saw, that are actually pretty recent, which is actually insane to me. Not that recent, but like within the year. So 3 months ago, can you add me on Rec Room? And then Pasta the Raccoon said, Thank you for posting Rec Room content on Spotify. Well, thank you for listening. We appreciate that. Simon Talks Too Much said, Rec Room is the best game ever, and I finally know how to crawl in Rec Room. Period. And then Simon Talks Too Much also said, Coach accepted my friend request. OMG! Coach is the best! I agree. Coach is pretty cool. And then Gorgeous89 said, I wish to meet you guys. And then JJ said, you can play with me. I'm a junior though, my username, and I blanked that out because like they're a junior and like the answer's no because you're in a junior account. Autumn said, love it, give it your Rec Room best. That was 2 years ago, by the way. These are just comments I haven't seen nor have I read yet. And then just Ethan, he/they said, yeah, I never play with others or in public rooms where there's just too many people shouting slurs at each other. In response to a Q&A I had posted, do you play Rec Room? And then another response is from Mads. I love this so much. It was so entertaining, funny, and relatable. I hope I get to see more of these episodes. Insane, right? Just crazy. Thank you. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the love. I'm honestly shocked. I really, it's just so insane to me. This is like a very, very rough draft. It's gonna have like little to no editing, which most of the episodes do have, like little to no editing. Because I feel like it's important to be authentic, it's important to be real, and it's very important just to be, considerate. Not just necessarily of the viewers, but I feel like of the community. I think for me personally, as a person, I hate when things are kind of like shiny. And I mean, let me explain that. So, sometimes, like, for instance, piece of metal, right? Bronzy, dirty, whatever. It is what it is, but you can shine it up to make it look better. I don't want to shine up my content for it to look better. I don't want to shine up my personality for me to look better. I don't want to shine up who I am to look better. I don't want to do that. I don't believe in that. I don't care for it. I am who I am. Love it, hate it, don't care for it. That's okay. I am not everybody's cup of tea. And like vice versa, like you may not be somebody's cup of tea either. And that's okay. I want to be who I am. And I want to be accepted for who I am. And I love people. I love talking to people. And I just really enjoy being part of a community where you have the ability to be who you are. You can find friends with who you are. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you like militaries for some reason, like you can find a whole bunch of friends to play militaries with. And if you stumble upon this podcast and you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, let me explain. I'm Bubbles. I'm also known as Bubbles on Rec Room. Rec Room is a VR game where you can play for free on virtually anything. Androids, iPhones, Nintendo Switch. Shout out to the Switch. Xbox, PlayStation, all that good stuff. Obviously on the Quest, on the Oculus, MetaQuest, all that good stuff. It's a free-to-play game. It's a VR game, or you can play on Screen Mode. I started off playing on Screen Mode. And it's free to play. You can do virtually anything. I've designed my avatar to look like this. There's like role play games where you can pretend you're in a military, which is player made, not made by the company. These are real life people making things that they enjoy to do. Or you can play cooking games, or you can play Rec Room Originals like My Little Monsters, or you can play quests, or you can play shooters, or heck, you can even play dodgeball. Like, we have it all, and it's free. You don't have to spend a single dollar unless, you want to look this good. But that is Rec Room. If you've never played it before, I highly suggest checking it out. And if you happen to spend a little bit of money, use code BUBBLES. Ah! Can you believe I'm still verified? Can you believe I'm still making content even though it's not consistent? All right, relax. It's not consistent. It is still there. It's just been a crazy year for me, honest to God. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but as I mentioned like earlier, I moved to a whole new place. Love my place. It's amazing. Got a brand new job, been working a lot, hitting some new milestones. Got my permit this year. I'm a little old to not be driving. But that's something I'm proud of. I just started driving. Not consistently or as much as I probably should. um, but the effort has been made, and I'm really just trying to live life, working, going out with family, hanging out with family. Family's very important, and any chance that you get, I think you should appreciate that, and you should try and put some effort in. Um, and just a lot of recognizing that people aren't perfect and accepting they aren't perfect, and just learning to like coexist with people, and just learning to give people grace. It's like a big thing for me. Um, which I've always given people grace, but my issue has always been being very straightforward. That's just how I was raised. That's how my mama is. That's how my daddy is. Like, that's just how my family is. Like, we're very straight to the point, straightforward. If you have an issue, we're not going to argue about it. Whoever wins the fight, like, you win the argument type beat. And that's not always the healthiest. But it's all about putting effort in. So thank you guys for being here with me. I don't know what that noise was. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. Oh, I just did a flag. I don't know where. Anyways, thank you for that. Let's talk more about Rec Room. So, this year has been a crazy freaking year for Rec Room. Between all the layoffs, the second round of layoffs, not the first round, the second round. I think it's extremely sad to see some of the people that I know and who I respect, and like just seeing people lose their jobs. That's never easy. Especially because it's like, damn, like it really makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes, especially like of a company. Very sad, very upsetting. My condolences to anyone who got laid off. It's upsetting and it hurts. I've never been laid off from a company before, but the only thing I've ever came close to was during COVID, when I was working, because I was only 20 when COVID happened, and well, whole world shut down. We couldn't go to work. I wasn't considered a necessary worker. I forgot the term for it, because I wasn't. I worked in tourism. That was not a necessity, so I had to stay home. And it was really tough. It was really hard. And I didn't get a stipend for it. So it's like, at least not within my company. Like, the government helped us with stimulus checks and like stuff like that. And it helped that I still lived at home with my family. But it was just hard. So I can only imagine how it feels to be laid off from a company that you put a lot of time and effort into. And it's just very upsetting. So definitely my condolences with that. But you know what? I saw a lot of the people who did get laid off, have new jobs, are doing really cool things that they're still very passionate about. And I love to see that. And I love to see people supporting, VR and just video games, and like just still doing the things they enjoy to do. So that's awesome. Love that for them. I'm trying to think of what else is happening. This is all off the dome. I have nothing prepped. I have no notes. I don't even have a little topic board. I literally have nothing. So this is literally just an episode of me rambling. Yeah. Let's see. Something exciting that did happen this year, UGC. We have user generated content, and literally, for example, like I know a lot of you guys are going to be listening to this like on your phone or in the car, but there is a video attached to this, so you can watch the video if you want to. It's not a big deal if you don't, but like just for example, like my outfit right now is mostly Rec Room, created by the game. The only thing that is different now is my hair. This is a UGC hair. This is not made by Rec Room. This is made by a player who is very talented, may I say, because this is very cute. Same thing with my earrings. UGC. Not user excuse me, not made by Rec Room. UGC has been really cool in a lot of ways. I think it's definitely opened the door to a lot of creators and like Rec Room making more money, just because who doesn't want to wear a fun outfit, who doesn't want to do something different. And I think it's definitely given people the opportunity to be more creative and kind of make a name for themselves. Shout out to anyone who can mess around in Blender, because that's a lot of work. Um, like a lot of work. I tried making a donut and it came out so wonky, but you know what? It doesn't get better unless you don't try. And I have not been trying. So shout out anyone who makes UGC, who makes hair, clothing, shoes, chains, any of that. Shout out, because like you guys deserve that. It takes so much time and effort, and you know, you had to apply to be a UGC creator as of the moment. Will it change the future? Probably, but maybe next year. Who knows? But shout out to everybody. You know, I have a lot of friends who are in the UGC program. Shout out Snowfall, Katie, Disco Man, Starry Comet One. Sorry guys, I'm awkward. Shout out them. They're cool people. They work very hard and they make really good content. Excuse me, customizable items, whatever. But yeah, it's really cool, really exciting. A lot of cool stuff you can get, even brand stuff. I like it. I know some people were like iffy about it and some people just didn't care for it. But I think once users started seeing that there's stuff that they like they were like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Because it is pretty cool. Like, this was always my main complaint with Rec Room. Since I first started, this is before I became a content creator. This is before I became a high like community member, before the video partner program, before any of that. When I was just a regular player playing Rec Room, my biggest issue was the fact that I thought all the outfits were ugly. And I'm sorry if anybody from Rec Room, like if you see this, like my apologies. Like I'm not trying to like talk about y'all, but like them outfits were not cute. And that's how I kind of got started wearing my anime outfit. That was the only outfit that I thought was cute. Everything else was so ugly to me, so boxy, so boyish, so not me at all. I just didn't like it. So it's been really awesome just to see the progress the game has gone through in making more hair and making more outfits, more dresses, more everything. Like, I like to look cutesy. I want my character to be cutesy. I want it to be a reflection of me. Because I'm a cutie patootie. I just wanted it to be more me, you know? Like, some people are walking around with, like, the Freddy Fazbear outfits or just different, just getting the chance to style yourself is, like, crazy. It's really cool to have that kind of independence in a game where you can kind of make your own life. I mean, this is my dorm room. For those of you who can't see your dorm room, it's just like where you spawn in at in the game, and it's a private room. It's your room. You decorate it, do what you want with it. Mine is currently like a little cottage. I did not make anything in here because I'm not talented enough, but that's okay. I supported somebody who was. Shout out to them, because I don't remember who made the dorm. I just bought it. I bought it in the store. But it's just stuff like that. Having the creative outlet is just amazing. I have made games in the past, so my friends used to joke that I was like the obby queen. I love obbies. I think they're so much fun, and I actually recently just discovered them like a couple years ago. I didn't play Roblox as like a kid or a teenager. If I did play video games, it was very minimal. It's not what you guys would kind of expect. Like at all. Yeah, I played GTA 5, but does that really make me special? No. Who didn't play GTA 5? What's it called? Friday the 13th. Love that game. There's one specific game that I really, really like growing up, and it's called Fairy Tale Fights, and it was on the PlayStation 3, and my dad bought it for me just because it said fairy tale on it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that'll be a fun game." It was awesome. First of all, favorite game ever. I wish they made another one, or if I can find a way to emulate it, even though I don't even know how to start. I definitely would love that game. 10 out of 10. Makes me want to buy a PlayStation 3 just to play it again because I've spent hours. I'm saying hours playing the game. Just loved it. Essentially, fairy tale characters, Red Riding Hood. You gotta save the people from like the different fairy tale books, and it was cool. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. But yeah, essentially that's my background with like video games. Or I used to watch my dad play Call of Duty in the living room. And I would just sit there, watch him play, and occasionally take the microphone, just scream. Or I was really into Sims 2 Castaway on the PlayStation 2. Loved it. She was my everything. It's funny because like my brothers ended up magically breaking it so I couldn't play my game anymore. Which, hello, that was like really mean because like that was my game. But yeah, that just to sum it up, my like experience with video games are not very long, like at all. Oh, and then like I used to play MMOs like in high school because like I'm a little nerdy at times, I suppose. I was like an elf, and like I didn't actually know how to play the game, and I would just spam buttons and be like, "Oh my god, why did I die? Oh my god, we're in a dungeon crawl. Why am I dying? I'm always dying because I was bad." That's why I was bad at the game. But yeah, essentially not great. 10 out of 10. Probably wouldn't play again. But it's just so funny to me that as someone who's like chronically bad at video games and is not very good at skill based things, I'm able to excel in Rec Room. I've made a bunch of friends. You know, I'm part of the video partner program. I love talking to people. I feel like I have a really good personality. And I genuinely enjoy being around people. So if you're watching this, if you want to meet me in Rec Room, just add me. My is literally Bubbles. I accept all friend requests, and like if I'm in a public lobby, you're more than welcome to join me. And I really do just enjoy talking to people. I really do. So if you ever want to hang out, guys, I'm here. I'm just like so flabbergasted at thinking at the fact that you guys are enjoying the podcast like years after like it's been active, and where we stopped making consistent episodes, and where it's really been on like a crazy hiatus with no nothing. Didn't say anything, just left it alone, forgot about it. I didn't forget about it. It was just all the way in the back on the back burner. And it's just insane that I'm actually sitting here recording an episode for the podcast. I don't know. I know I say a lot. Can we have an count? Actually, you know, that would be kind of funny. If you're watching this, count how many times I said and then comment it. And if you're right, I'll give you like a 5-star or something. We'll figure that out. But hey, offer stands. My dog is actually in the background. He's not directly behind me. He's like in front of me on my couch, and he's like sleeping, and he's snoring, and sometimes you can hear him snoring. So if you hear Thor snoring, let me know in the comments, I guess. Okay, so we've covered UGC items. We talked about the layoffs. Let's talk about something positive, something cool. Let's talk about Recon. Yeah, so Recon actually didn't happen this year, unfortunately. But my friends at the Hive Collection actually did Creator Expo this year. And it was really cool, and it was such an amazing experience, and I actually got to join them, and I helped organize some events, and I got to help set up some things, and be part of the award ceremony for Rooms of the Year, and just like all the cool stuff that we did. And it was honestly such a fun experience. It was Retcon, but more creator based. It was Retcon, but it was more creator based. It was really cool, and it was such a great experience to have the community come together. I actually had live streamed it. I still have the clips. I haven't done anything with them. Might upload them, not too sure. Because I'm inconsistent. But it was really cool. So it was for the community, by the community, and it was actually so much fun just to see everybody show out and support the game and support other people in the community. A lot of people won awards and people made booths, and it was just really cool. I had a booth. Woo! Shout out Turtle, because I didn't make my booth, but I paid her to make it, and she did amazing. Fantastic. Actually, I think I'll drop a photo in here just so you guys can see. But it was a lot of fun. If you missed it, I'm so sorry. Hopefully, maybe we'll do one next year if Rec Room Blitz does. The Creator Expo was awesome. It was a lot of fun. We got to meet a lot of cool people and we got to do a lot of cool things. Tidal Wave had an after party. There was a bunch of after parties. It was just really cool. And it was really sweet, again, to see the community come together. And hopefully next year we can do something cool again. If not, hey man, whatever happens, happens. If it's meant to be, it'll be. But shout out to everyone who helped. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Rec Room, because Rec Room allowed it to happen. We even had like bubblies and like a hoodie, and it was just like RecCon, but more creator based, by the community, for the community, and it was just really great to see everyone come together. I always feel like I'm so awkward on camera, and I do feel awkward. I won't lie to you guys. I feel a little awkward. I have not been here. I have not been consistent. I have not been recording. And honestly, like, it's been almost 30 minutes of me, like, chopping it up by myself, talking to a camera. So I feel even more awkward about that. But I think this is a good note to end it on. If you enjoyed this podcast, let me know. If you didn't, tell me why. What can I work on? What can I do? What would you like to see? Matter of fact, who should I talk to? Comment down below, this and that, all that good jazz. I feel like I've spent a little too long talking to myself in front of a camera. It's a little awkward because I'm a bit awkward because this is just like, it's not that it's an unfamiliar feeling. It's just I haven't done it in a while, so I'm not entirely used to it. So before I actually end the podcast, episode 1 of season 3, yeah, shout out. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm going to say thank you to all these countries. I actually have a list of people who have listened to the podcast. So thank you to everyone in the United States, in the United Kingdom, Canada, Netherlands, Australia, the United Arab Emirates. Emirates? I'm so sorry. I've actually never been able to pronounce that. I'll Google that. My apologies. Thank you to everyone in India, Turkey, France, Norway, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Philippines, Germany, Oman, Oman. Someone tell me how to pronounce that. Japan, Sweden, Ireland, Spain, Finland, Mayot, I'm not too sure how to say that either. North Macedonia is actually insane. Thank you to everyone in Jordan, Croatia, Brazil, Italy, Romania, Austria, Belgium, and of course, Mexico. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for tuning in and watching the podcast and listening. And again, thank you for supporting me. This has been the Rec Room Reboot. Have a good night / day.